Greetings, fellow history enthusiasts. Welcome to another deep dive into the riveting annals of time. Today we embark on an intriguing journey, tracing the tumultuous life of a man who walked the blurred lines between treachery and patriotism. A man born from the modest roots of Russian peasantry, who rose to the echelons of military leadership, only to face a tragic downfall. Get ready to unravel the intricate narrative of Andrei Vlasov, a figure who stirs intense debate even today. Buckle up, for the ride might be bumpy, but I assure you, it's one you won't forget. The peasant lineage of Vlasov sprang from the quaint yet harsh soils of the Nizhny Novgorod region of Russia, his first cry echoing through the vast expanse of the land on the 14th day of September, 1901. From an early age, his potential for leadership sparked like a solitary star in the midst of a pitch-black night, his initiative robust as the hardened Russian oak. The chaotic maelstrom of 1919 saw him volunteering for the Red Army, a fervent warrior amidst the bloody tumult of the Russian Civil War, confronting the White Movement with a steely resolve. As his courageous spirit danced in the battlefield, his military prowess became evident, propelling him with a swift momentum up the military ranks, attaining the lofty title of a division commander by the turn of the 1930s. A torchbearer of the Soviet regime, Vlasov nurtured an unwavering support, his allegiance as steadfast as the Ural Mountains. Unfazed by the grim specter of Stalin's purges in the late 1930s, his upward ascent through the military echelons was as relentless as the mighty Volga. The world teetered on the brink of war, and as the Second World War erupted, he had already clinched the title of a corps commander. November 1941 saw him shouldering the colossal responsibility of commanding the 20th Army, a crucial cog in Moscow's defense against the overwhelming German invasion. His strategic acumen and leadership prowess became the bulwark against the fall of Moscow, garnering him not just Stalin's gaze, but also his implicit trust. Yet the ladder to glory proved slippery. The defense of Kiev in 1942 bore witness to a crushing blow as his Second Shock Army found itself ensnared, surrounded and severed from the main force. A bleak July in 1942 saw him ensnared in the clutches of German troops, chafing under Stalin's rule and appalled by the grim reality of the Soviet Union. Vlasov took the controversial leap of collaborating with the Germans. He envisioned them as the sharp spear that could pierce the iron veil of Stalin's rule. Transformed into a puppet in the hands of the Germans for propaganda, Vlasov began assembling the anti-Soviet Russian Liberation Army, or OA, drawing upon the vast pool of Russian POWs. Vlasov's army saw minor skirmishes against the Red Army, yet the Germans, dubious of its loyalty, held it in reserve. As the violent tides of war began to turn against the Nazis, Vlasov's footing grew increasingly precarious. The spring of May 1945 witnessed his capture by the Soviet forces in Czechoslovakia, a desperate attempt to surrender to the Americans going awry. Dragged back to the motherland he had defied, Vlasov faced the harsh public scrutiny of a treason trial. The guilty verdict sealed his fate, and he danced his final dance at the end of a rope on August 2, 1946. Vlasov, a name that ripples through the annals of Russian history, remains a figure shrouded in controversy. To some, he is but a traitor, a collaborator with the enemy. To others, a patriot striving to save Russia from the bloody jaws of Stalin's regime. The silhouette of Vlasov, set against the backdrop of war, highlights the chilling moral ambiguities and the labyrinthine complexities of human motivations, a stark testament to the overwhelming historical forces that shape individual destinies. And there we have it, folks. The enigmatic tale of Andrei Vlasov, a hero to some, a villain to others. His life story remains an enduring testament to the complex moral and ethical challenges of war, and the profound impacts of historical forces on individual lives. Remember, history isn't about clear-cut black and white, but a myriad of grays, and it is our endeavor to shed light on these nuanced hues. We hope you found this exploration as riveting as we did. Until next time, keep delving into the past because, as we all know, history never really says goodbye. History says, see you later.